Hey, welcome back to youtube.com/snapbolt. My name's Max, and I'm here for another Pauper League, and I'm going to be playing some Mono Blue aggro this time, and this list is pretty sweet. I don't know what Admiral's doing over here. You can get down. And let me just go over the deck, and we'll get right into some games. Before that, though, I would just want to say my channel is youtube.com/snapbolt. Go check it out. Lots of good Pauper videos on there, lots of good videos from other formats as well. So check it out. Give me a like, subscribe if you like the content. I'd really appreciate it. And so without further ado, this deck is just 18 islands, and we're just a mono blue fairies deck, also playing Delver of Secrets. This is a fairly stock build, a couple cards changed, um, but 4 Delver, 4 Faerie Miscreant, 2 Faerie Seer as the 1-drop creatures, and then 4 Ninja of the Deep Hour. So this is like basically what you're trying to do is go 1-drop, attack, turn 2 ninja, start drawing cards. You're the best turn 2 ninja deck in the format because you don't have any tap lands. You have way more 1-drops than most other decks and the full ninjas. So you even have snap to clear blockers sometimes. So you can turn 2 ninja pretty consistently. You also have Spellstutter Sprite, which is incredibly good with ninja just because you can Spellstutter counter something, attack, bring it back with Ninja. And that's usually just backbreaking because you already countered a spell, then you get it with Ninja, draw a card, and then you have this to counter another spell. So that's one of the nice interactions of the deck. But then, yeah, just 4 Ponder, 4 Preordain. Um, for interaction, the 4 Snap, like I mentioned, 4 Counterspell. But then this deck is also playing triple Mutagenic Growth, which is actually pretty nice, just because you can use this just to like surprise get lethal. You can have your creatures just like where they think they're just trading for your ninja, you can just kill their guy. If they try to bolt ninja, you can save it. So there's just a lot of things that this can do for 0 mana that's nice. One of my friends was suggesting gut shots in the main. So that could be an option, but I think mutagenic's probably better. And then just trip Spire Golem on the top of the curve. Could be 4, but they can get clogged in your hand. So I've liked 3 more than 4, honestly. In the sideboard, we have 3 Annuls, 3 Coral Nets, a Curfew for Boggles, a couple Dispels for Control and Flickertron, Trip Hydroblast, a second Fleet Admiral, 1 main, 1 side. Just trying this configuration out. When they can't answer Monarch, having access to 2 is nice, and just having 1, it's kind of expensive, but it's just the Monarch is just so powerful. I think it's worth, and a couple gut shots. So that's the list. Let's just go right into it and just crush some games here. I'll see you in round 1. All right, welcome to round 1. What is their name? Doka Shiz. All right, got a mulligan the 0 lander, and this is a snap keep. Looks like we're turn 2 ninja today, folks. I could just put back the Miscreant. Sure. Could also put back Delver, but I think that's stronger than Miscreant. Miscreant gets in with the ninjas a little bit better, excuse me. But Delver is just more powerful overall. I don't know what we're up against, but we have a Faerie Seer that we can ninja back and replay. Um, so it's only better to maybe keep the flyer if this Faerie Seer dies, but I definitely like putting back Miscreant there. Hmm. Don't think I need Mutagenic. I feel like drawing land is probably good enough. It's bad if there's more lands underneath, but we don't know that. I think it's safer just to make sure to hit our land drops, especially if we're going to be connecting with Ninja. Yeah, it's just better to like hit land drops just to make sure. Let's not misclick here while I try to take a sip of my beer. Now this is great, especially because we had another land, which is good. And then next turn we can just play Faerie Seer, leave up spells that are potentially attack. This could be like a Thermal Karst here, but I don't really care too much about that. Ooh, Bonder's Ornament. If it's Bonder's Ornament into Bolt, that's actually pretty good. That can beat us for sure. I have some interesting choices here. I don't know if leaving up Spellstutter against this deck is actually that good because they don't have that many cheap spells. Yeah, they might have more bolts that I could counter, but if I just preordain to start and then I see two cards that I want, one of them being a spell, I can leave that one on top, play Delver, also play Faerie Seer. And I guess I can just lead Faerie Seer and scry into the Delver. That's probably best. Maybe I leave up Spellstutter as well, but I think I want to just like I think I want to go Preordain and then Faerie Seer, then Delver. Could even just snap this Arbor Elf. Most of their other stuff isn't that good to snap. Taking them off mana could be relevant. I don't know if I don't want to snap any of their Cascade creatures, so I don't think this snap's getting any better. I mean, I could just bottom it. Lets me get another spell in here. Why don't I just bottom it? Bottom, top, and then I'll go Faerie Seer, Delver. Try to flip this Delver. All right. It's not ideal to reveal Counterspell, but I don't think I need Ponder. Bottom, top, and then Delver, and then we'll flip on Counterspell. And then I can Ninja back this Faerie Seer and draw a random card from that. And we'll have our 3/2 flying out as well. So I like the line of not leaving up spells that are there. They could do something good here, but if they just like, yeah, kill one of my lands or it's not the end of the world. White, white, green. Oh, okay. Well, this is actually kind of bad. Because they got a Dino. Okay, so I'm going to flip on Counterspell. Yes. It is a little greedy to go for Ninja because I want to be able to counter the Dino. So I think I just have to go Preordain and just Ninja next turn. I need to leave up Counterspell, so I can't even deploy Delver this turn. I think I just bottom. I could bottom top or even top because then I could just leave up Counterspell and then next turn Ninja plus Delver. But that just seems a little bit slow. Let's just bottom and then attack for 4 and try to counter the Dino. They only have 2 cards in hand. Ponder's Ornament is a pretty scary card, but let's just hope they don't have a great Cascade like another Arbor Elf or Utopia's Fall or Wild Growth are all pretty bad hits. A land destruction spell is annoying, but it's definitely beatable. I don't know if Dino is really that beatable though, so that's why I want to counter it. Then they're down to 1 card in hand. All right, so you can always see what the Cascade is going to be and then choose what to counter. Wow. Entourage. And that can block. Oh, this doesn't have reach though. So I'm going to let them become the Monarch and counter the reach thing, and then I'll just take the Monarch. Just counter this, F6, and then they can attack for 1 if they want. Okay. I think I just attack with Faerie Seer and then I Ninja, and I can just replay Faerie Seer or leave up Counterspell and Spellstutter Sprite. That seems good to me. I guess I could attack with Delver also and just let them take the Monarchy back. Just hit for 5. I'd rather not, I think. Because Delver can just block Fierce Empath. I am at 20. Alright, I'm just going to try to race. They can just take the Monarch back if they really want. I always feel like they should have reach, but it does not. Yeah, now if I draw a land off this, it's really good. Nice. So now I don't even replay Faerie Seer because I can just leave up Counterspell. Yeah, they can take the monarchy back here, but just having all these up is just so good. Now they're at 9 because I got to attack with Delver. Yeah, this is worth. This feels just like draw with Bonder's Ornament to me. It is. There's no reason for them to really stay back, but I can always flash in a Spellstutter Sprite. Or if they drew a bolt, I can just counter it. They're at 9. We'll see what they attack with. I mean, they're not going to attack with all because they want to leave blockers back for this. How they're leaving Entourage back. They're attacking with 2 things. Interesting. I can't block both of them. I'm just going to take here. And I think I'm not even going to flash in Spellstutter. I'd rather just leave up a Spellstutter to protect from Bolt, because that's all they can really do right now. Stop on our own end step for Monarchy protection. Ooh, Spire Golem's actually great. It's a really good draw. So I could play Faerie Seer in order to have another fairy to counter 3 drops. But I don't think I need to do that. I think I'd rather just play Spire Golem. So we'll attack for 3, play Spire Golem, leave up double Spellstutter. Okay. Now I definitely deploy at least one Spellstutter because I have another one up and I want to present lethal. I can just counterspell a Dino. So they're going to have something good here. If this is just Entourage or Trest, that's fine. I can just even let that resolve. Spire Golem's a sweet one though. 1 mana, 2/4 flying. Drew it at the perfect time. Boarding party. Okay, let's see what the cascade is. Acid Moss. So I might as well play one of these because I can only play one more 2-drop after this main phase anyway. So is it safer to just Spellstutter here, or is it safer to Counterspell the boarding party? I think Counterspell the boarding party is just safer. But let's actually tap the land they're targeting. Maybe I should have just flashed in a Spellstutter there because then I could have a second Spellstutter up for bolt protection and still present lethal. Yeah, so now I just Spellstutter this. Now they need another bolt. I probably should have just ignored the boarding party, but I just didn't want things to get out of hand if they were able to stabilize. So I just went with the counterspell line. So they need another lightning bolt to survive. Nice, got him. That deck is good though. It's pretty actually scary matchup here. I actually don't hate Annul. I like Coral Nets. Gutshot kills Arbor Elf, but I've seen they won't side out Arbor Elf here. I even like Hydroblast. And Fleet Admiral's not bad either. I guess it's not. Maybe it is bad. 4 mana, they're land destruction, and they have a bunch of haste creatures. All right, Dispel can come out. I don't think Mutagenic is actually needed here. It's okay at protecting Ninja, but that's about it. Snap is okay, but it's more like a kind of like in a way a finisher or a way to clear dinos, but then you still have to counter them on the way back down a lot of times, so you can't really snap that much of their stuff. I could even go down to 1. Can cut a Spire Golem. I think I actually cut some number of Spellstutter Sprites too because they just have a lot of expensive spells, and Spellstutter can't really counter that much stuff. Maybe it's worth it to leave in. Bring in all this. It's a lot of good stuff. I think I want triple Hydroblast. They're gonna have bolts. They're gonna have Pyroblasts. They're even gonna have Fiery Cannonade. Maybe I just can not have Gut Shot. Dispel's not terrible. I just don't think it's good enough. Gut Shotting their Arbor can be so huge, but if they don't have it, Gut Shot's really not that great. I could side out one Ninja. I'm still learning this matchup. Spire Golem doesn't seem that good. It's like it's not outclassing any of their creatures, and it gets outclassed by Dino pretty easily. Maybe I just am supposed to side out all the Spire Golems. I can leave in like one Mutagenic or three Spellstutters. That honestly seems better to me. They're gonna be bringing in some cheap creatures for me to counter. I can just side out Spire Golem entirely. It's a little more fragile playing this way, but look how many one drops I have and still zero drops. So that's good against like a land destruction deck. Coral Net's really good. Maybe I'm not supposed to have a gut shot like I said, but I think this is okay. Yeah, sand looks fine. They mulligan to 6. What were they on the mulligan to 6 last game too? And so were we. Did they keep? Yeah, they kept 6. They mulligan to 5. The only thing I don't like about that deck is it's like it plays to 4. Geez, they play 4 mountains, some number of ash barrens, and then not even that high of a forest count. And it's just like, yeah, they have untapped lands, but their mana base is actually not that great. I know they have Bonder's Ornament to help too, but yeah, their mana base isn't perfect. Okay, so gut shot off the top, or can we find it with Preordain? I could also leave up Annul in case they like T2 Bonder's Ornament, but I think just preordaining here is best, looking for lands or gut shot. Bottom top. No gut shot, but we found a land at least. And just hope they can't really function or do too much. Yeah. So now I'm just leaving up 2 mana 100%. Maybe I'll get to counter something with Spellstutter. Maybe I'll get to Hydroblast a red spell or Null a 3-drop like Bonder's Ornament. I have a lot of good potential plays here. I'm not going to flash in Spellstutter to block that. But I will end up turning Spellstutter to potentially Ninja or just to get it down. Just to use my mana efficiently here. Ooh, there's Gut Shot, okay. Still think I like Preordain first, try to find a island. Yeah. Let's bottom the Hydroblast, already have one of those. Now I think I just attack, Gut Shot, and pass. Because they only have 2 cards left. If I just leave up Counterspell and all Hydroblast, I can just Ninja later. There's no reason to like have to Ninja right now. Now they're just so far behind. I don't think they can win at this point. Maybe they can prove me wrong, but my hand's good. If I draw land, it's just like super over. Even if I don't, it's still probably rough for them. I'll just ponder. Actually looking for lands here. I think I can just shuffle these. None of those were that great. Now I'm just going to attack and play Delver. Again, I could Ninja and like, yeah, it would be good if it like works, but I'm just so far ahead, I don't need to risk that. I'd rather just leave up my counter spells and then Ninja a bit later. Because this way I think like I'm for sure going to win, but if I Ninja, yeah, I might get farther ahead, but I just don't really need to do that right now. They mulligan to 4, so Faerie Miscreant, no. Now I'm just going to bring back Spellstutter Sprite here, because it can just counter bolts and stuff. And just still looking for lands. Just hitting land drops is really nice. Yeah, now they can't even bolt, because I can just counter it with this. Land is perfect. And pass. Yeah, this deck is solid. This doesn't really show that much. I mean, the first game was a good game. This game, they just mulliganed to 4. They just played an Art Relic and they haven't played another spell. Does cycle Ashburns? Yeah. Mountain Go. Okay. Not going to flash in Spellstutter. Flip. Faerie Miscreant. Not a bad one, though. Miscreants can be pretty sweet to ninja back when you have multiples, too, because then you're just drawing cards. Another land is good. This deck doesn't have the. I think one downside of this deck is you only have like 20 or 22 hits or something to flip Delver. So you're pretty light on Delver hits, but a lot of times it's fine if it doesn't flip for a couple turns in this deck. Coral Net, good draw. That just keeps me safe from anything. I guess they could be setting up like a Fiery Cannonade with counter backup, but that's not even going to be good enough here. If Annul looks weird, yeah, it is, but they have the 8 1-mana ramp spells that you can counter with it, and stopping Bonder's Ornament is huge. This is just such an efficient counterspell. All those cards are crucial. I think that Annul is good in the matchup. All right, I'll just Faerie Seer now before the Scribe because this game's only going to go on for one more turn. So I just want to make sure I draw another relevant card here. Um, sure, I guess these are good enough. Because I can just draw a card off Faerie Miscreant, and then draw a card off this to draw Miscreant, play Miscreant, draw. Yeah, this is not going to work. I'll just Spell Stutter. No, I'll just Hydroblast actually. Because I can just have like 4 or 5 fairies in play. So this can actually counter other relevant cards. They know I have this too. So I'm going to play another fairy here. And then also hit my land drop. And then have double counter up still. Sweet. So now Spellstutter Sprite can counter even green or red 5-drops. I have Counterspell and Annul. Were we going to flip Delver? No. All right. Easy 1-0 there. They just had bad mulligans. Not too much of a match. Let's just go right into round 2. All right. 1-0 with Mono Blue Delver Faeries and no lander again. It's Mole. This hand I'll keep. Can put back a Spire Golem. I'm pretty far away from casting that. That's why you have 3 in the deck. If you have 4, like, in your hand is like triple Spire Golem, it can just be like, your hand can be pretty clogged up. I was going to lead Delver, but maybe it's safer to lead Faerie Seer because then I can guaranteed hit my land with Ponder and Faerie Seer. I know it's not guaranteed, but I get to scry 2, and then I get to Ponder also and draw a card for turn. So I would have got to look at like 7 cards. Are we against Burn? Yes. Well, Mutagenic's actually not that good. It could be good at saving Ninja, but it can't protect these, and it costs 2 life, which is really relevant in this matchup. I'll probably side them out, honestly. Needle drop, okay. Well, I'm just gonna probably just Ninja them. I could just leave up Spellstutter Sprite. Maybe that's actually best. No, let's just get Ninja going. Because I have Mutagenic to protect it from a bolt. They're not going to be able to just have Ninja sit there, I don't think. And I actually do need to draw cards to continue to hit land drops and make relevant plays. I do like playing against Burn. It's like an interesting dynamic, but it also just like can feel pretty bad when you lose to them. 1 mana 2/2 haste, not bad. Okay, well they're just gonna ignore this Ninja Oak so I can just kill us on turn 4 or something. Oh, Skewer the Ninja. It sucks. I mean, if they skewered our face, we would take 3. So we're essentially gaining 1 life and saving our Ninja here. I'd definitely go for Mutagenic here. I wonder if they're not even going to attack. That would be pretty crazy. They probably should. Okay, they're not. Interesting. Well, I can't really bounce this that well. So I think I'm fine just to trade here. I don't think it's getting that much better for me. And then I can just go play Faerie Seer, leave up Spellstutter to counter like anything. And I'm still at 11. So I'm actually in a pretty decent spot if I just trade. If they have any more lands, then they only have 1 spell left. Like if they have land bolt here, I'm pretty far ahead. The Mutagenic actually ended up being really good. Wow. I think I want Fleet Admiral. That seems great. I don't think I want Snap. I could rebuy Spellstutter with it, bounce one of their things, but I think I can just have higher impact draws than that. Okay. We're at 11. They have 3 cards in hand. I could just counter this Lava Spike just to make sure I counter something. If they have Searing Blaze, it could be annoying, but I think if I don't counter this and they just go, okay, take 3, now pass the turn, that's bad for me. So I think I'm down just to get this in. Fire Grand Archer. Okay, that's actually really bad. They do only have 1 card left though. Do I want to just jam Admiral and then attack for 1? I don't think so. I think I want to Ponder and then Delver and hopefully hit a counterspell here. If I had a counterspell on anything else I wanted, it would have been good. I think I just shuffle this and still play Delver because if I just draw Island and then have counterspell on top, it's not very good. And if I draw counterspell right now and play Delver, then I'm drawing Island. So I think I just have to shuffle. All right, well, let's just go Delvers. I think I just attack for 1 and leave Faerie Seer back to block this. I don't think the 1 damage is that relevant, and I don't want to trade my Delvers because if they both flip, that's a good way for me to win the game. I don't want them to have like Needle Drop here. Chain Lightning Face. Okay, well they're going for the race. Rift Bolt. Okay, well that's a lot of damage. Counterspell? No. That is not good. So if they draw any burn spell, I die. So they didn't have any more lands in hand. They had good spell, and then they drew another good spell. Oh, yeah, then they have Rift Bolt. So I'm going to 3. Do I want to attack with all? Or do I need to leave back like a Faerie Seer or something? I don't think so. Because any burn spell they have now, they could just point at face anyway. So it's this blocks this. So I basically just need them to draw a land for a turn or 2, I think, or for me to draw a counterspell. There's nothing I could really draw for 1 mana here, though. If they block, it's just like great for me. I guess now they could go. I should have probably left one more thing back because they could go Rift Bolt this, take the Monarchy, and then they get to draw an extra card. Preordain. So maybe this was wrong. That's probably what they should do, is Rift Bolt this actually. Yeah, they're just going face. Okay, so if they draw a land here, we have a chance. Because we get to Preordain, we can find a Counterspell. But if they draw any burn spell, we die. Looks like we're dead. Oh, Thermal Alchemist. Okay, we're not dead. I get to draw a card per turn, hopefully flip these Delvers, and then Preordain and draw a card for Monarchy. Counterspell, okay. I take 2 off these, but I think this is looking good now. Bottom, bottom. Another Counterspell. I think that'll do it. So what do I attack with? Do I just leave one creature back? Oh, I guess any spell actually still kills us. 9, 10, 11. Because, yeah, actually a spell kills us because they go tap, deal 1, and then spell, deal 1, and then this untapped and they deal another one. So I actually don't have this. So what I need to do is just draw a snap, I think. I think I attack like this. Maybe I was supposed to leave one more creature back in case they draw get to Lava Runner exact. Oh, no, I can counter that. So I need them to draw land or creature. Snap. Snap saves us because I can bounce this. Okay, Preordain doesn't do it. Ah, don't do it. Don't do it, opponent. Nice. I kept going from I think we're gonna win to we can't win to I think we're gonna win to back and forth. That was pretty funny. Okay, Dispels are good. Just cheap counter spells. Hydroblasts are good. We Admiral's 4 mana, but it's actually not terrible. If they have the 2/1s, I think I actually want gut shots because just being able to kill that is so good. Even if it only answers that card. I mean, otherwise that card can be a huge problem for us. I guess we have Snap, but that's not really an answer. Yeah, maybe Fleet Admiral for 4 mana is just too slow. Mutagenics can come out. Even though it probably won us that game, I think it can just come out. I can cut a ninja. I want to leave in most of my cheap stuff. Spire Golem's actually not bad, just because it's a 2/4, even though it's kind of expensive. It's just like it's actually hard for them to kill Spire Golem. And I'm slowing down the game. I could just not bring in Gut Shot. Just try to either Counterspell, Spellstutter, or Hydroblast. They're 2/1. Yeah, just bringing in a spell that says pay 2 life to cast it can't be that good. I guess I like this. Just leaving all the ninjas. Side out one of the Spire Golems because it's a little slow, and all the Mutagenics because they cost 2 life. Sweet. I've even in certain decks added in Annul against that deck just to counter the curse. But we didn't even see it there. They showed us the other 2/1 creature, so I definitely don't want to know. And I don't even like doing that. I was just in other lists where I didn't really have any good options, and I was like, well, I might as well bring in something that can interact. But here, I don't like bringing in Annul. Definitely not. Feeling good up a game against Burn, though. Yeah, I'll keep this. Double Snap is nice. Counterspell is good. I don't have threats, so maybe I should have mulliganed, but I have a lot of cantrips. All right, let's just lead Preordain, looking for lands. Bottom, bottom. I know we missed there, but we still have a lot more looks. We have a draw for turn, and then potentially 4 more looks off Ponder because we can shuffle if we don't find another land. So as long as I think we have 5 looks, 1 draw for turn, the top 3 on Ponder after that, and then if those aren't good, we shuffle and have another look. So 5 more looks to draw land. We already had 3 or 4, I guess. Okay, well, nice. They played Forgotten Caves. Interesting. I think I just want to counter the Lava Runner or another creature on the way back down. Just gonna snap now and then pass. It was really nice drawing the land there, for sure. Yeah, easy counter here. Could just snap it, but I like just counterspelling this. This is like a huge amount of damage, and I can't really kill it that well. Another land is good too. Ooh, Hydroblast. These are great. Let's just put, I think Faerie Seer, Preordain, Hydroblast. No. Then draw a card. Okay, this looks good. We're just assuming the control deck roll here. Lava Spike. Yeah, that can resolve. And Rift Bolt. Not playing the 2/2. Interesting. Okay. So I don't think I even want Faerie Seer. I'm going to bottom it. But I am going to take a Spire Golem. Now let's look for lands. Just shuffle these. Nice. Finding land there was huge. I could ponder again. But I think I just won't. I'll just play it a little safer because I can now leave up Snap and Dispel and Hydroblast. We know they have the 2/2 because we already snapped it. Lava Runner. Do I want to even snap it? I think so, because my Spire Golem can just blank that. I'll just let it resolve. I will snap it before damage, though. If they counter the snap with something, then so be it. And if they just recast, I could consider just Hydroblasting it, although I don't really want to. Rift Bolt. Okay. So now I can go land, ponder. Oh, these are fantastic. I want to draw Ninja next turn. And I want to draw Hydroblast right now. Because I can just Ninja back my Spire Golem here. Maybe if they Rift Bolt my face, whatever they Rift Bolt, I'm actually just going to let resolve. I can just take damage and then leave up counters for their future spells. Now if they play the 2/2, I'm just going to counter it. Just going to Dispel this. They don't have that many instants. And this is drawing a card, which can be kind of annoying. All right, I'll counter this. And then I get to Ninja back Spire Golem. I still have a Hydroblast left. Yeah, this is looking great. They only have 3 cards. Then I'm drawing Fairy or Dispel. Yeah, perfect. Is it Faerie Seer next? Or am I wrong? I think I'm right. Having another Dispel here is actually nice. Lava Runner. Okay, I'll let it resolve. I'll kill it later. The second one is annoying. I'll let it resolve too. Then I think I just have to attack and offer the trade because they might just take thinking they can attack back, and then I can Hydroblast and block. At least that's the idea. Ooh, snap. Okay, now we're taking a different line. Now I'm going to snap, Hydroblast, and attack, and leave back Spire Golem. So we know one card in their hand is Lava Runner. And I get to draw a card, and then leave up Dispel. Drawing land there was obviously not good, but is what it is. We're at 8, and all we have is Dispel. They've only drawn 2 lands. Okay, there's another one. Is this a Lava Runner? Chain Lightning, my Spire Golem. I think I'll just wait a second and just like think like, oh, do I have a Counterspell? Okay, yeah, I can resolve. Even though I can't counter it, it's a sorcery. All right, they're down to 1 card. But we're about out of gas as well. Another ninja would be good. Let's just play this, pass. Good news is we can like counter Fire Blast or Bolt, just like a lot of the key instants. Ooh, that is not good. Now I need to draw Hydroblast basically. Land is not going to do it. Can't attack. This just pings for 1 a turn. I've already used 2 of my Hydroblasts, I believe. Yeah, 3, 2. All right, I have 1 left. Drawn almost half the deck though. Searing Blaze, the Miscreant, but only for 1. I'm actually going to let this resolve. They might go for a Fire Blast here for lethal, and then I can just dispel that. I think that's what they're going to do. I would prefer them to do that, because then if they draw 2 drops, they can't cast them. Yeah. All right. I still need to draw Hydroblast here, but they sack 2 of their lands at least. I have Ponders and Preordains. Miscreant. Okay. I'm still under a clock from this, but I can counter 1 drops now. I need to draw Ninja. Now I need to draw Hydroblast. Ponders and Preordains are great. Well, either they draw a land, a spell they can't cast, or a 1-drop that I can counter. All right, staying alive. So we go to 2. Maybe I'm supposed to have all my Spire Golems in. It's kind of hard for them to deal with. Now I need them to draw spells they can't cast. Like Fire Blasts, 2 drops, lands. I mean, they have a fair amount of those left in the deck. So if they rattle off 2 or 3 of those, or I guess we still need an answer to this. And they do have a bunch of 1-drops. Okay, it looks like nothing there. Nothing for us as well. Oh, now we're dead on board. Because they can just tap end of turn and then untap and tap again. Almost able to stabilize. Just opponent drew 3 lands out of 18 cards or 19 cards. Preordain into Hydroblast. Damn. 1 turn too late. Maybe even though these are slow, they're just good enough because they're like so hard to deal with. Maybe having 2 is also just fine. Like, what am I cutting for 1? A Faerie Seer, maybe? Just because it's a little weak. A Miscreant. All right, I'll just stay at 2. We have potential to be the aggressor here, especially on the play. Oh, yeah. I think I'm just leading Delver. Hope to just flip into a 3-2. then that puts a lot of pressure on them. Oh, they kept 7? So lucky. How unlucky are we that they kept 7? In a burn deck, keeping 7? Brutal. Lava Runner, okay. Spell. Any spell. Okay. There's not a spell. Let's just lead Faerie Seer. Maybe flip this Delver now. I think bottom top. I could top top. I think bottom top. I need to just draw like as much gas throughout the game as possible. So I'm definitely flipping Delver next turn, and I'm drawing Counterspell, and then I can Preordain. So I have a lot going on. The reason why I wanted to top the island is that I can go turn 4 Spire Golem with Counterspell up, but I can probably do that anyway. Is this Searing Blaze? I feel like it is. Do not like Fire Ice me or something. Okay. It's still bad for us. I would snap double block this. I could make a pretty funny play and just tap out for Spire Golem on turn 3. But I don't like that. Oh yeah. Now I'm just gonna leave up Counterspell for sure. They don't have any like Phyrexian mana instants. That was weird. They just wanted a trade Lava Runner for Faerie Seer. Like, why were they in such a rush to do that? That doesn't make sense to me. Let's just bottom. Okay. I just want to counter their recurring sources of damage now. Like a bolt or anything is fine, but a Thermal Alchemist I'll counter. Yeah, I'll counter that. If they don't play a land, it's scary. Yeah, nothing I can do. All right, let's actually just Miscreant rather than Spire Golem because I get to draw. And yes, that is a good draw. Now hopefully they try to play another Curse or another 2-drop. I Spellstutter it, and then I can snap the Spellstutter back to my hand and counter another thing. Oh yeah, let's go. Now if I draw a land, it's actually fine. If I draw a spell, it's fine. Dispel. All right, let's attack. I could snap this back right now to be safe. I think I'm actually going to. I guess I have Dispel as well, but I think this is just the safe line. I'm feeling fairly far ahead at this point. It's definitely not over. They're on a 2-land draw, which is good for them. I'll just let this resolve. They were probably trying to bait the Spellstutter there. If this is a skewer, I'll probably just counter it. Uses my mana, gets more pressure down. Makes a big difference. I'm just gonna Delver rather than Spire Golem. If this flips, it's actually more damage, and I still get to leave up Dispel. So I like it. Them just staying on 2. They've been on like 2 or 3 land draws this entire match. It's brutal when Burn just draws 2 lands because they have so much gas. Ninja. Is it okay? That's just my revealed zone, but not for the opponent, I would hope. So I can draw a card, or I can just bring back Spellstutter. It's got to be right to bring back Spellstutter. Well, I could have attacked with this too, I suppose. No, it doesn't do anything. They're just gonna block. Because if I bring this back, I can recast it and draw. But if I draw a land here, I get to have spells that are up. Nice. I could also just deploy Spire Golem there, but now I get to leave spells that are up, and then I can deploy Spire Golem next turn. Maybe I can even flip this Delver. Rift Bolt, sure. I'm not going to play Spellstutter. Counterspell? Faerie Miscreant. That's fine. Actually, just going to play that now. Another Dispel. Okay. So they can block Ninja, take 3. And I'm just going to leave up Spellstutter and Dispel. I suppose I could have played Spire Golem with this spell up, but I think I like just leaving up 2 interaction spells here. I'm at 13, but yeah, this is better. Needle Drop, so they get to untap. I can just Dispel it and then counter the Rift Bolt, or even just let the Rift Bolt resolve potentially. I think I'll just Dispel this. Like, no matter which one of my creatures, if they Rift Bolt, that's fine. They got stuck on 2 lands, but they probably needed to draw a 3rd land just turn earlier. Turn or 2 earlier. I think I'm favored here, but I'm definitely not out of this. Could just counter this Rift Bolt. If I stay at 11, they could go like Bolt, Bolt. I mean, I can only play 1 more counterspell this turn anyway. Just deciding if I need to counter a 4 mana damage spell. So I'm going down to 8 here, and then 7. And then they could have like Bolt, Bolt, Fire Blast or something, but that would just be like insane. I'll just play this. It's likely they have like more Thermal Alchemists or just bolts and not Bolt, Bolt, Fire Blast as their last 3 cards. So let's hope. And they deal 11 damage with 2 mana, a Thermal Alchemist. I feel like probably not, but maybe. I have a lot of good draws. Even if they block Ninja, they're dead on board. Even without a Delver Flip. So if they don't have lethal, then that should be good. What would be brutal is if the opponent just tanks and tanks and tanks and then goes Bolt, Skewer, Fire Blast, or Bolt, Bolt, Fire Blast right now. And it's like, come on. That would be a huge slow roll. This has been a good match, absolutely. We've drawn okay. Opponent has drawn okay. They could have used another land, but again, when Burn doesn't draw many lands, that's kind of where they want to be. This is just classic Magic. Blue, like small flyers, counter spells versus red, just lightning bolts basically. Um, Pauper is a pretty cool format. That's just gonna be way more upsetting if I'm dead here. Okay, Lava Runner. Okay, I'm definitely gonna block. They have 3 cards. Wait, let's see. Let's see. Let's think about this now because we're not in any rush. If opponent they have 1 mana up, they can ping us down to 10. They can bolt us down to 7 and then ping us down to 6 and then fire blast us. So if we don't block, we could certainly die. So I think blocking is the way to go here. This might make it so we don't have lethal, but we could die if uh, we don't block. Because if they hit us down to 9, they ping us down to 8, bolt us down to 5, untap, ping again down to 4, and then Fire Blast. So if we took, all they would need is Bolt Fire Blast to kill us. So snap block there. Even though we might not have lethal here, we have to block. I think. I mean, we could just like make the call like, do you not have Bolt Fire Blast? But I just don't think that's worth. Yes, this is just Spectacle if I lost life, so this can even trigger Spectacle. They're gonna just play a Sorcery Speed Burn spell like a Lava Spike. Chain Lightning, a Delver. Okay. Interesting. Makes sense actually. Oh, another Ninja. That's good for me because now I can attack with all, and then oh, wait, maybe I don't want to attack with Ninja. That doesn't really do anything, and I want to keep it back to block. Yeah, okay. So I'll just wait. Do I have lethal? No. Unfortunately, no, I don't. But I am at 10. Attacking with Ninja just literally doesn't do anything. They're just gonna block 100%. Now I want to draw a land here, so I hit them down to 1. We do not have gut shots. Okay. I could play Miscreant. Or I could just leave up straight up Spellstutter Sprite. They're at 1, so they're most likely dead, especially with Spellstutter. I think I just leave up Spellstutter and just try to block here. I go down to 9 and then down to 8. It would be good if I misgrant into a land, but I don't want to risk it. I know leaving up Dispel is probably good enough. Maybe that was wrong because I would still have Dispel up. It's close. When these games come down to like less decisions here, like against Burn, you really do want to make sure that you're making all the optimal decisions, because when there's less of them, if you make a mistake, you just get punished even harder. Opponent's going into the tank again. This is a nail biter. What a great match. Win or lose. Having the Spellstutter just seems great here. I'm just gonna snap block on the Lava Runner there at 1. Are we gonna see a tank concede from the opponent? That'd be nice. If the opponent just tries to attack and then pass the turn, I am not gonna play Spellstutter Sprite because both of these are already lethal. And if they're trying to kill both of these, I'm fine. This is the easiest block. And let's see what the opponent does. All right, pings me down to 8. Is a Fire Blast? It is. So we're getting Fire Blasted down to 4. And then this untaps. They could have 2 1-drops. But again, I can only counter 1 spell. So I think I just have to Dispel this because this is the one that deals 4 damage. So I'm just going to Dispel. I can't Spellstutter because it costs 6 mana. CMC 6. So if I Dispel... Pyroblast? Do they have lethal? Oh no. See, so I get hit down to 3. They untap again, and now they just need a 1-drop. Oh, they drew 2 lands only? No. This is probably lethal. Because I get hit down to 2 and then bolted. See if they have it. And they concede. Oh my god. That was a nail biter. GG's opponent. GG's Mini Torres. That was a really good match. Opponent just made us sweat it out for no reason. Oh man, they could have just conceded. Whew. That was close. That was fun. All right, 2-0. Let's go round 3. All right, welcome to round 3. 2-0 with Mono Blue, and we're on the play. Ooh, 5 land, Spellstutter Admiral. Just gonna mulligan. All right, this is probably better. I can put back a land. I can put back a snap. I'll just put back a land. We'll probably draw more lands, right? I still like this better than the 5 land Spellstutter Fleet Admiral. Ooh, Night Market Lookout. I actually have a brew coming for Kaldheim with this card. So opponent is beating us to it. This is probably mono black, like 1-drops is my guess. All right, I'll just attack. Do I want to snap the Lookout? I guess we'll just see what happens. Maybe they'll play a spell pre-combat. I can go snap plus counterspell. I'll just take 2. Don't really want to just snap a 1-drop. We're going to need to draw Ninja or something if they're just on like the mono black aggro deck. Oh, they're on... Oh, this is just the rogue deck just playing Night Market Lookout. Okay, okay, I see. All right, well, I'll just counter this. This is like a drain 3 and they draw a card, but you can only play it for 2 mana if you hit with a rogue. So I see. They're just mono black burn. Okay, well, this is great. I'll bounce this at some point. Maybe right now so I can preordain. Seems reasonable. Then I won't get hit with a rogue. And I can just fire off some preordains here. Bottom top. Definitely want Ninja. We'll just preordain again. Could bottom top. Yeah. Cantrips are good. Now I'm at 18. I have 2 creatures out. I have a Ninja in hand. I can draw another card when I replay Miscreant. I have a Ponder to follow up. Feeling pretty good. I'm gonna hit for 3, draw again. This is like a 2 mana. Each opponent loses 4 life, so it's like a 2 mana burn for 4 basically. I didn't even read what was what. I just figured it didn't matter what I voted. If death gets more votes, then I sack a creature, and if torture gets more votes, then I lose 4 life. So you always want to vote death if you don't care about attacking a creature. Okay. Let's just go land, attack with both, Ninja, replay, and then ponder if we don't draw anything else. Because we're going to get to draw 2 more cards here. 1 off Ninja, 1 off replay Miscreant. So there's the 1 off Ninja. Miscreant draw, and then ponder last. If I don't draw a Delver or something. Oh, that was a call. That was a call. I didn't see the Delver before. Okay, let's go. Oh, did I not play a land? That was turn 4, right? I did. Okay. Another Lookout. Now I can block a Lookout with a Miscreant. Okay. Soul Reap is annoying. I'll block here. Because I don't need 2 Miscreants in play necessarily. And I don't want to just take another 2 damage off that. Not flipping these Delvers. I mean, that makes sense. This deck doesn't flip Delver that well. with no counter spells. I don't know if this is good enough just to play a Spire Golem, not flip Delver. Just shuffle. Okay, well, there's that. I don't really want to trade Delver for this. And I don't want to have to block with Delver either, so I'm just not going to attack. Just play the long game here. If they attack, I'll block with Miscreant. And then I'll flip this Delver eventually, I hope. I just really don't want to draw lands now. All right, I'm hit down to 9. That Soul Reap was brutal. This is a cool deck just because it has like things like this that are like removal spells, but also burn spells. That's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to beat. Just gonna let it resolve here though. A lot of times they play only 1 or 2 of this card. Bump. Just gonna let that resolve too. All right, well, sure. Counter that. They have 1 card in hand. These decks can certainly have a problem of not drawing enough or too many lands. All right. Definitely want Spellstutter Sprite. Don't think I want Miscreant at this point. So now I can counter a 1-drop. If they draw a land and just go Fruit of Tizirius, I'll probably just let that resolve. I'll counter this. I guess they could play another Tyrant's Choice, but I can't counter that anyway. Sovereign's Bite. Okay. So Lightning Helix. Ninja. Okay. Now if they draw land and fruit, I can counter it with Spellstutter. If they draw another 1-drop, I can counter it. I just can't I can't beat a 2-drop. I can beat a land or a 1-drop. And I'm hitting for 5, drawing a card here. Counterspell? No. Okay. So there's some things I can beat and some things I can't beat. Land is actually really bad because then they can just fruit every turn. Okay, of course. Why'd I have to say it? Why did I have to say it? This deck also plays the red-black bounce land so they can flash back bumps. Alright. Well, I obviously counter this. Even though they paid 4, it still has CMC of 1, unlike Fireblast, which is the opposite case. So I need to draw another Counterspell or another Ninja right now. Or a Snap. Spire Golem doesn't do anything. So now I have to draw something right here. And if I do, I might win. Come on, let's go. Nice. Okay, I think that's probably enough. Because they can flashback fruit, but I can counter it. And if they draw another spell, they can't flashback fruit. And then I have lethal on board. Yeah, they're just going fruit. That's game. Fruits. Counterspell. Got there. And then I have exactsies, right? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 extra. Plenty. Did not think I was going to win that game, actually. Opponent drew well. I do think that deck is not that good, but we'll probably lose to it here. All right, I need to actually look up that list because I don't know it that well. Let me pull it up here and then I'll pull it over onto the main screen. Okay. I'm searching for this card, but it's like it's not coming up for some reason. What about Tyrant's Choice if I just search for that? I know I could probably just find this deck on MTG Goldfish too. I usually look up decks by like the card on like Magic Online deck lists. I have 2 minutes here. Soul Reap. Okay, Soul Reap worked for some reason. I don't know why those other cards don't work. Maybe the apostrophe or something. Okay. So here's a version of the deck. It's not exactly what the opponent's on. Um, Ripped Rats they might be bringing in. I definitely remember that. Snuff Out they could bring in. They might bring in even Duress. Trespassers. They might bring in like their entire sideboard here. Night Market Lookouts. This is pretty much the deck. They don't have many instants, so I was trying to see if Dispel would be good, and I think the answer is no, it's not. Yeah, see one fruit. More so they're mostly sorceries, creatures, and then some lands. And there's the Rakdos Carnariums I was talking about. Okay, so we have a minute to sideboard here. I think Dispel is actually bad. I think Gutshot's actually good, even though I take damage. They have so many one toughness creatures that I want to kill that I think it's worth it because it can kind of like lock out part of their hand. So we're taking out Dispel, bringing in double Gutshot. Mutagenic is probably bad. I can bring in Fleet Admiral, and then I need one more card. Might just have to play one Mutagenic. I don't really want to play Curfew, although I could. I don't want to play Annul. Hydroblast obviously doesn't do anything. I could just play one Dispel. I'll just play a Mutagenic, as bad as that is. I mean, I just don't really have sideboard for the mono black burn deck. I think that's reasonable. This hand is fine. I'm gonna keep. I've turned one fairy into turn two Spellstutter Sprite. They're on the mulligan. Super lucky for us. I'm just gonna gut shot that. I'll just wait just for fun. I'm just gonna Faerie Seer to scry, set up our draws. Don't want either of these. I'll just gut shot on end step for fun, just to make them sweat it out. Don't really want to block, and I don't want to take a hit off that and let them trigger rogue stuff, and I just don't want this in on the board at all. Sign in blood. Okay. Nothing I can do about that. I definitely would like to counter it, but I can't, so. I'll spell stutter pretty much anything at this point. Don't actually need the end step stop. I could snap this, but I like spell stuttering it. I can snap my spell stutter and counter another spell, which I think is better than snapping a creature. Because this way, if I snap this, I actually get to counter another spell. And if I snap something, they just replay it. Alright, well, that's annoying. Now if I have 10 life or less, this is a 3-2 Intimidate. Alright, that's annoying. They only have 3 cards left, though. Alright, I'm going to attack with both. Then I'm going to play Miscreant and pass and not play Ponder. Because I want to be able to snap replay Spell Stutter if I have to. And I'll probably just block with Miscreant here if they attack. Another land is good for me, I'd say. Tyrant's Choice. If they have a instant black removal, I get wrecked, but I don't think they're going to have that. I'll just counter this. Stay at a high life total. Seems good. Soul Reap. Okay, it's bad. I can block here though. Yeah, they don't want to attack. They want to get the 3/2 Intimidate. Good Ponder. Good enough, I'd say. It's actually pretty bad. It's a Delver, which is guaranteed to be a 3/2 flying, but then all I have is Snap plus land. I think that's good enough. I think that can win me this game. I'm not sure. Maybe I was supposed to shuffle there, but I'm gonna go for it. Should attack for one. Oh, I should have attacked with Miscreant, not Faerie Seer. You always want to keep the Miscreants around. You don't want to trade them off. They probably won't attack anyway, but um, you want to keep these around because you want to trigger the draw. And once these are in play, they've already done their scrying. Sweet. So I get a snap. Yes, flip. Actually, just not gonna play land, I don't think. And now I can just potentially just try to race. Hit for 5. Yeah, I even have a snap. They have 1 card left. I can even consider to bounce a creature on end step. Changeling Outcast. I think that saves the most damage. Then I take 1, and then next turn they replay, and then the next turn they can recast. I think I just bounce Gruul Draws on end step. Let's do that. I could also just wait and not snap anything. They probably just have a land in hand. I'm just going for the race here. Land is brutal. Did I know I was drawing that land from after the Delver? Probably. Alright, so they need an answer to this Delver, basically. And even then, I still have a turn 2 clock. So we know one of the cards in hand. They have to have a removal spell as their last card, or they're dead. Maybe they have the Rogue spell. I guess they could have a Drain spell as well. The Lightning Sovereign's Bite. That saves them. Nope. Nice. 3-0 with Mono Blue aggro. Deck's looking good. Let's go round 3. All right, 3-0 with Mono Blue. Let's keep the train going. We're against Faerie Seer. They're on the mulligan to 6. We're going to snap keep this hand. This hand looks good. Double Miscreant with Islands. Some extra spells. Ooh, Slivers. Okay. Well, snap is decent here. And Ninja is a great draw. That just like might make this hand come together. The opponent looks like they're on a good draw too. This actually isn't the best matchup for us. Like with a draw like this, we're kind of in trouble. Oh, another Miscreant? Jeez. What I could do is I could snap right now and then just play 2 more Miscreants. I think that's what I'm going to do. That's just like so efficient. I could not snap, but I like setting them back right here. Oh, and 4th Miscreant and another snap. Perfect. I was like, I hope to draw another snap because then I can just tempo them out of the game. Dope. Okay, Thriving Grove named White. So they might be Naya Slivers or they might just be green white. This is so interesting because I can double block and trade for the Virulent Sliver. Do I need to do that? I don't think I'm gonna get poisoned out here. No, let's just not do that. Oops. Oh shit. I think I'm okay. I almost misclicked there. So I think I want to snap Muscle Sliver again. So I should have done that obviously earlier, but I can snap this Ninja and then also and then replay a Miscreant. That's what I'm gonna do. Another snap. Hope to draw into more snaps. That's just like where we want to be here. Ninja hit. Use the ability. Mutagenic's actually a good draw too. Wow. We're drawing well here. I mean, we're drawing a million cards too. We haven't even played a cantrip and we've just drawn so many cards already. Yeah, resolves. Do they have a 1-drop? They do. All right, that's good. I can actually just block and kill this if I want. But I don't think I care about it. I think I'm just going to attack with all and then threaten the Mutagenic Growth so they can't really block. They'll probably block here. Yeah, I think this is fine. Again, I don't care about the poisonous. I think I'm going to die to damage before I'm going to die to poisonous. Wow. It's just Miscreant. A pretty insane draw here. Let's Preordain. I'm going to top. I'm going to attack with all. They're going to block here, and then I can just Mutagenic kill their guy. I go to 12. And then I play Delver. And I don't play Ponder because I want to flip on Preordain, I think. Now if they attack with Muscle Sliver, they still get blown out because I can just trade 2 for 1 here. Ooh, now I can't. Okay, well now it's close. Gruul Turf? Wow. They had such a perfect draw and they're playing the Naya version with a Gruul Turf. That seems pretty aggressive. So this has flanking. So when it says whenever a creature without flanking blocks a sliver, the blocking creature gets -1/-1. So double blocking doesn't help. What I could do because I'm at 12 is I can just chump one of them right here. Yeah. And then I can just leave Ninja back. And then I'm gonna hit for 3, 6 in the air, and then 6 again. And then chump again with Ninja. Yeah, I like this. So let's just chump. We go to 4 infect and 9. I need to draw another something, right? Preordain. Bottom top. Ponder. So let's see. I'm technically not dead because I can, yeah, I hit for 6 in the air and I have 1 blocker back. And then I can flash in Spellstutter and go block and then not die. However, these cards don't actually do anything because I'm only going to have 3 mana. So I think I can just shuffle these, as weird as that is. I don't think I need Counterspell because I'm going to have to flash in Spellstutter to block regardless. So I think I just shuffle. Okay, well, there we go. Three, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But what if I snap the Sidewinder, then attack, and they take? Then I don't have 1 more blocker. I think I just attack with my flyers still. I will snap something right now just to play around like a protection spell. Sometimes they play like vines or something weird. So I think I just snap this, and then I can Spellstutter on the way back down. No, I'm not in really any threat of dying. Gruel Turf, huh? Wow. Well, we drew 3 snaps. This matchup's actually not that great for us, especially if they have good draws. We do have triple Coral Net. That helps. I do not think I want Fleet Admiral versus the all creature deck. Curfew's decent. I just don't think Gutshot is really going to get there. Most of their one drops are. They have 4 of the 1 white mana. It's a 1/1 sliver, but all slivers get +0/+1. And then they have 4 probably virulent slivers, and then not even sure what else Gutshot can kill. I can just minimally sideboard and try to have another good draw like I did. And the Coral Nets are obviously good. Curfew, just the fact that they can bounce any creature makes it not great. Can side out 1 Mutagenic. It's like my go-to side out is Mutagenic. Just because they're going to be racing a lot, the life like actually matters. Having the Mutagenics seem good though, just at like attack or blocking, kill your guy. Spire Golem seems reasonable too. I'll just go like this. Okay, we're good. Got the Trip Coral Net is just so nice. Oh god. I'm not keeping this. I know we have a scry, but I think 5 lands is just too many. I need more action than that. Oh no. I can't. Well, opponent's on the mold of 5. I mean, I was like thinking I could keep this. Maybe that's why I accidentally clicked keep. But opponent's on the mold of 4. Oh man, I don't like this. We do have the scry, which is why I was thinking we could keep because we can bottom any lands. But opponent's on 4 cards here. Okay, Delver. I could just lead Delver, honestly. Get more looks at spells. And then set it up next turn with the Faerie Seer. Ooh, Gem High. That's kind of scary. Counterspell? Snow-covered island. No, not like this deck. I honestly meant to mulligan the sand. Okay, well these are perfect. So I can just go top to flip Delver, Miscreant, and then I don't want to trade Delver for Gemhide. As weird as that is, they might not have blocked, but I just don't even want to trade that. Oh no, we're gonna lose. They hit 4. No. Oh no, they can play 2 things this turn. And one of them's a Blade Black. This deals 1 only to players. Okay. Oh no, okay, they can only play 1 thing this turn. Oh god. Oh no. Oh my god, and I didn't flip Dollar by accident. Motherfucker. Okay, well, this game was a punt. All of these cards are good. And this only deals damage to players or planeswalkers. Oh, now I never flipped over. That was such a bad misclick. And I on purpose put spells that are on top. So they're going to play Muscle Sliver. I'm going to counter it. And then next turn, I'm going to Ninja back Spellstutter. I played. Okay, they're on the play. They're on the play. Okay, that resolves. I still might be able to win this game, honestly. I don't think this card is actually that good. If they're hellbent, they can ping me for 1 with their slivers. I can race that. Oh, this game should have been so easy. Even with the keep, the misclick on the keep, which I haven't done in forever. Oh, they get to play out their whole hand here. Yeah, this is bad. This is bad. The good news is any spell they draw, I'm going to be able to counter. But now they have Muscle Sliver down. They have one card in hand. I can probably cast it. Oh no, they probably can't. I keep thinking these have haste because of this, but wow. It's actually brutal. So it's ninja. So I just go land, attack in the air, ninja back my Spellstutter, and then I'll counter anything they play. They probably won't play anything. And pass. This is only when creatures block it, right? Yeah, it's only when you block, but this is like a million damage. All right, I'll just take. Oh man, I should have won this game. This might cost me my 5-0. Feels bad. Snap. Do you want to reveal this card? Yes, I do. That helps a ton because now I go land. I think I just snap the Muscle Sliver because that's representing the most damage. I'll just do it now. I think that's fine. Then I attack. I ninja in for my Faerie Seer. Then I draw some cards and I have some blockers. Wow. Do I leave up Spellstutter? Yeah, because I know they have a Lord in hand that I want to counter. Yeah. Brutal. I probably should have played Faerie Seer there too to chump. Bad misclicks. My deck might reward me for being a good deck and not punish me too hard. Okay, they have another Lord, but I don't think that's lethal. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, but I have two blockers. They're at 6. They're leaving one thing back to block shoot. I can't double block anything. But I have yeah, right now if they go block ninja block, yeah, they can only attack with two things. They have one card in hand. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I have to chump here. But then they're dead, right? They're at 6. So if they block here, they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So all I just need to do is block the Blade Black and I still win. I cannot believe I win this game. That was a disgusting amount of misclicks. That wasn't even misplays. Like, I didn't want to keep that hand. I know it wasn't too bad. I had the scry, but then I also just like revealed a card off Delver. What was it? It was it Ponder? And I just said no to it by accident. So it wasn't even a misplay. Yeah, they can't attack with two things. Yeah, they should leave back a bunch of creatures. Try to draw something. I mean, if I just flip Delver, I win this turn. So do I want to chump 2 damage? These all can ping for 1, actually. Oh no, they're not Hellbent. But they could play another spell. Because this is only 5 damage. I feel like I want to just chump here. And then just try to flip Delver for the win. It's kind of a weird chump, but I have a bunch more chumpers in hand, and if I flip, I win anyway. Okay, so they can ping for 1. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. I cannot believe I win this game. That was like such bad misclicks. I got to be more careful in the last round since I'm 4-1, 4-0. Well, sweet, we're 4-0. We did not deserve it. Let's go round five and see if we can get the 5-0. I know people have like split in the finals. I see a lot of people doing that. Is it just for the qualifier points or is it for good value? Um, I'm not really sure. They just get guaranteed decent value, but I think I'll just go for the 5-0. I'll see you in round five. I'll keep this hand. We have cantrip into counterspell into counterspell. Looks like we might be up against either elves or cascade walls. We don't know yet. We delver now. We have another land for this counterspell already. And we'll probably learn what we're up against right here, depending on what they do. My guess is that it's going to be walls. I'm not going to block. If they're like trying to trade, they're kind of scared of this. Ooh, it's Stompy. Interesting. At least I know we didn't flip, but at least we drew a land. Can't play any of these cantrips. I think I'm just going to attack. If they want to trade for Riverboa, that's fine. Yeah, I didn't think they would. This can be kind of a rough matchup here. They usually have like multiple Riverboas main and two side. Just a 2/1 unblockable with 1 mana regenerate. It's a lot better than it seems because they can put Rancors on this. They can Hunger of the Howl Pack, give it +3/+3, Elephant Guide. And there's a lot of things that like just crush us with this card. That I'll just let resolve. All right, now I get to counter a 2-drop here, so that's good. Yeah. Snap counter the Rancor. A 2/1 unblockable, maybe I can beat. A 4/1 unblockable, I just cannot beat. Flip. Brutal. I don't want to even trade here. I think I'm going Ponder to flip Delver. And then, okay, well, maybe not. These aren't that good anyway. Just any order. I don't want to just Mutagenic and trade for this, I don't think. Right? Or do I? Maybe I do. It's going to be tough to erase here, though. I'm going to Mutagenic and trade Mutagenic for Vault Skirts, though. Problem is going to 14 is not great against a 2 and unblockable. I might be able to draw Snap or something and buy enough time here. Vines target Delver. I mean, they still trade. I think I just have to let that resolve. That's a weird Vines. I can still counterspell like their next threat. I'm taking 3. So hopefully they play something here, I counter it, and then I just play double Spire Golem and then somehow race this. Not looking great though. I could beat most things except for Riverboa. Oh, they're going for Elephant Guide here? Okay. Oh, I thought I was going to draw a land for sure here, but I guess not. Let's lead Preordain. These actually aren't good enough. Our opponent still with 2 cards left. Looks like the 5-0 Dream might be going down. Another Elephant Guide here? Oh, Burning Tree, sure. Into Vault Scourge. We were on the draw this game too, right? Yeah. All right, we take 2. Vault Scourge is actually annoying as well. Come on. All right, let's attack with Spire Golem, get this ninja down, and then replay Spire Golem. Wow, they're attacking? Or they're blocking? That's weird. They just don't want me to ninja that turn, I guess? Oh, they have hunger. That makes sense. Okay, well now I need to draw snap exactly this turn. I will be able to ninja. So reveal snap to Delver and actually flip it. Then I could still win. Untap Riverboa, sure. Alright. Reveal snap. Faerie Miscreant. That probably is not going to be good enough here because it doesn't do anything. And I need to draw snap right now. Snap one time. I have to use the ability. Okay, okay. Oh, I guess they could have vines too. They're at 13. Do I snap it now or snap it on attacks? I have to snap now because I have to replay Spire Golem. So if they have vines, I just die. But that's true anyway. Because then they just go to... Then they would just untap and attack, and then if I try to snap them, they just still vines. So if I flip Delver... But now their Riverboa is not lethal. Drew the snap. I asked for the snap. I got it. Oh no. Wait, what is this? Savage Swipe? Alright, well I have to chump. And then they can replay Riverboa. And Hunger. Oh man, they had Savage Swipe plus Hunger in hand. Okay, well, we got there. That was just a symptom of being on the draw. We have sideboard for this matchup though. I think that's all we want. I think we don't want these. Dispel isn't even that bad, honestly. Faerie Seer is kind of like meh. It's just not that high impact. I don't really care about the Scry as much in this matchup as others. I like Gutshot to kill Quarian Rangers, whatever else they might have. Maybe I should just have 4 Coral Nets in the sideboard here. Could side out a Ponder. Don't typically have as much time in this matchup. And everything else seems good. Curfew does not seem good. Fleet Admirals don't seem good. Alright, we got this. I like Mutagenic actually, I think. Just allows my ninjas to like kill stuff basically. This hand's not perfect, but I'm gonna keep it. I can just draw a card here and then counterspell stuff. They're on the mulligan. They go to 5. Alright. Well, this hand's decent, so hopefully we can beat a 5. Don't want the opponent to have a gut shot. Drawing land there was the worst possible. That sucks. Maybe they don't have anything. They have another 2/2. Delver. Okay, Delver's not bad. Now I have Counterspell. They do have 4 power though, so that's already pretty good. I kind of have to flip this Delver. I'll just take, obviously. They'll probably play Riverboa. I'll counter. Oh, Nest Invader. I'll still counter that. That unlocks Hunger of the Howl Pack for them too. And flip on snap. Okay. Just gonna attack with all. I could snap like something right now to play around Vines of Vastwood. But if I don't snap anything, they just can't play any Rancors. Um, yeah, I get blown out by Vines, but I can also just take 4 and then end of turn try to snap. Just because this plays around like their auras really well. Just gonna take 4. And they can't play anything because they know I have snap. Actually, also I'm just winning the race right now. I don't even need to snap end of turn. Just to make them keep leaving mana up for Vines. Yeah. Might get punished if I need to draw a bunch of cantrips here, but it's bottom top, attack. It'd be pretty funny just to snap my Miscreant to draw an extra card too. Probably not going to do that as well. Alright, I'll just pass. They have to play a green spell to untap their Nettle also. So that's interesting. Burning Tree Emissary. So now I think I'm snapping. Oh, I just totally miscalculated, huh? They're at 12. I thought I had a 2-turn clock. I'll still just snap this now, I think. Yeah, they can replay it, but they might have to replay it right now. And then it's a 1-1. Oh, they have Savage Swipe on my Delver? Jeez. Now I need to draw something. I'm not going to block. Counterspell, okay. They can attack for 4. I think I just go for the attack here, because then if I draw a ninja, I have lethal, and I have a counterspell here. I know they have a Skargan in hand. Rancor. They have 2 Rancors? No. Okay, they're going to Skargan. I need to draw Ninja. Mutagenic Growth does not do it. Counterspell. Doesn't do it either. I'm just dead now. That sucked. I got by a mold of 5. Could I have played this game differently? I could have snapped earlier. The Savage Swipe just got me. I could have just not snapped also. GG's. Not sure if I could have played that different. I think I played okay. Maybe I could have played better. We still got the 4-1. So still a really fun league. Mono Green is actually not that great of a matchup for Mono Blue. I think Mono Green is slightly favored. But this league was a lot of fun. I think the list seems pretty solid. I don't know if you want to change anything. The mutagenics are fine, but they're not like stellar. I wish there was like one more good blue spell you could have, or some other 1-drops you could play. I want to find a way to play Augur of Bolas in this deck too, in the 2-drop slot, because that's also really good to ninja back. It makes you more controlling, but I just don't think there is a way to do that. And you want the maximum number of 1-drop creatures plus ninjas plus Spellstutter Sprites. So it's like hard to find room for enough spells for Delver, enough creatures for ninja, enough 1-drops for ninja. It's like, again, that's what makes the deck kind of like tight. There's not as much space as you might want, but the deck is sweet. I mean, you saw we did pretty well. I like totally punted against Slivers. Deck just bailed me out. Other than that, those 2 misclicks, I think I played the league fairly well. This is youtube.com/natbolt. Hope you like the content. Please subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate it. And like the video. I'd appreciate that too. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Max. Till next time. Peace.